Hello my dear student, welcome to the maths class. Hope you all revised the basics which you learned in the previous videos. Let's start our today's maths class. Today we are going to learn relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. So let's start with the topic relationship between the zeros and coefficient of quadratic polynomial. You know, quadratic polynomial has at most two zeros that we learned in the previous video. Quadratic polynomial has at most two zeros. So see here, if alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial p of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, then the first relation is sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Now sum of zeros means here we considered alpha and beta are the zeros. So sum of zeros means alpha plus beta. And coefficient of x means in the polynomial coefficient of x is b and coefficient of x square is a. So sum of zeros equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, that is alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a. So your first relationship is alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a. Now see the second relation, product of zeros is equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. Product of zeros means alpha into beta, constant term is c and coefficient of x square is again a. So product of zeros, that means alpha into beta, is equal to c upon a. So you have here two relations. First is alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a, and second alpha into beta equal to c upon a. Let's see one example. Consider p of x equal to x square plus 7x plus 10. Now here first you have to find zeros of this polynomial. For that we need to factorize it. So here factors are x plus 2 and x plus 5. From the first factor x plus 2 you will get value of x equal to minus 2. From the second factor you will get x equal to minus 5. So here we have two zeros, minus 2 and minus 5. So alpha equal to minus 2 and beta equal to minus 5. Okay, now first relation is what? Alpha plus beta, that means sum of zeros. So minus 2 plus minus 5 is equal to minus 7, and minus 7 we can write minus 7 upon 1. Now in your polynomial 7 is the value of b and 1 is the value of a. So here minus 7 upon 1 means minus b upon a. So your first relation sorry, a plus alpha plus beta equal to minus b upon a. Now see the second relation, alpha into beta, that means product of zeros, minus 2 into minus 5 which is equal to 10. Now that 10 we can write 10 upon 1. Here again in your polynomial 10 means the value of c and 1 means the value of a. So 10 upon 1 is equal to c upon a. So your second relation, alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. So these are your relation for the quadratic polynomial. Now see the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of cubic polynomial. You know, cubic polynomial has at most 3 zeros. Cubic polynomial has at most 3 zeros. So if alpha, beta and gamma, alpha, beta and gamma are the zeros of cubic polynomial p of x equal to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a is not equal to 0, then the first relation is alpha plus beta plus gamma equal to minus b upon a. Second relation, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha equal to c upon a. Third relation, alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d upon a. Here alpha, beta and gammas are the zeros of polynomial, and a is the coefficient of x cube, b is the coefficient of x square, c is the coefficient of x and d is the constant term. So these three are the relationship between the zeros and coefficient of cubic polynomial. Now one more important point we have, if alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial p of x, then polynomial p of x is given by p of x equal to x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Now you know sum of zeros means alpha plus beta and product of zeros means alpha into beta. That means p of x equal to x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. From this formula we can form a polynomial when we have zeros of polynomial. Means if you know zeros of polynomial, so you can form the quadratic polynomial by using this formula p of x equal to x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Let's see the one example. See example. Consider 2 and 5 are the zeros of p of x, then 2 and 5 are the zeros. You have to form the polynomial. Then how to form the polynomial? We have a formula p of x equal to x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. So substitute here value x square, alpha plus beta means 2 plus 5, alpha into beta means 2 into 5. So we get x square minus 7x plus 10. So when 2 and 5 are the zeros of polynomial, then our required polynomial is x square minus 7x plus 10. Okay, in this way when we have zeros, so we can form a polynomial. Now all these basics we have to use in exercise 2.2. See the exercise 2.2. First question. Find the zeros of polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and coefficient. So here some quadratic polynomials are given. We have to find their zeros and we have to verify the relations. See the first polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8. So first we have to find zeros. So for finding zeros we have to factorize this polynomial by using middle term splitting method or by using identity method. Here we get factors x plus 2, x minus 4. So here factors of this polynomial x plus 2 and x minus 4. So from the first factor x plus 2 you will get x equal to minus 2. From the second factor x minus 4 you will get x equal to 4. So we got here two factors minus 2 and 4. These are the zeros of polynomial. Now we have to verify the relation. So for verification you required value of alpha, beta, a, b and c. So these two zeros we got, that means alpha equal to minus 2, beta equal to 4. Now from your polynomial value of a is 1, value of b is minus 2 and value of c is minus 8. Now see the verification. We have to verify the first relation alpha plus beta equal to coefficient of x minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Now replace here values. Alpha is minus 2, beta is 4. So minus 2 plus 4 equal to 2. And on this side minus coefficient of x means minus of minus 2 upon coefficient of x square means 1. So minus of minus 2 upon 1 means 2. So here we get both the sides are equal. That means our first relation get verified. Now see the second relation. Alpha into beta equal to constant term upon coefficient of x square. Alpha into beta means product of zeros, that means minus 2 into 4, that is minus 8. Now this side constant term is minus 8 and coefficient of x square is 1. So minus 8 upon 1 is again minus 8. So here also we got both the sides equal. Hence second relation also get verified. So in this way you have to find the zeros and then verify the relation. See the next question. Fourth one. 4u square plus 8u. Now in this again first we have to find zeros. So for finding zeros you factorize it. We took here 4u common and remaining in the bracket, remaining terms in the bracket u plus 2. So we got here two factors 4u and bracket u plus 2. So from the first factor 4u you will get value of u equal to 0. From the second factor, you will get value of u equal to minus 2. So we got here two zeros, 0 and minus 2. 0 and minus 2 are the zeros of the polynomial. Now we have to verify the relation. So here first 0 is 0, so alpha equal to 0, and second 0 we got minus 2, that means beta equal to minus 2. And value of A is 4, B is 8, and C, constant term is missing in this polynomial. Whatever term is missing in the polynomial, we can take that term by using with the 0. We can take that missing term with the 0. So here constant term is missing, hence constant term is 0 here. So value of C is 0. Now see, first relation, alpha plus beta, sum of zeros is equal to 0 plus of minus 2, that is minus 2, and that minus 2 we can write minus 8 upon 4. Now minus 8 upon 4 means minus coefficient of u upon coefficient of u square. That is 8 is the coefficient of u and 4 is the coefficient of u square. So we got here alpha plus beta equal to minus coefficient of u upon coefficient of u square. That means first relation verified. See the second relation, alpha into beta, that means product of zeros, means 0 into minus 2, that is 0, and 0 we can write 0 upon 4, and 0 is the constant term and 4 is the coefficient of u square. So we get here alpha into beta equal to constant term upon coefficient of u square. So second relation also get verified. Next, fifth one, fifth polynomial is given t square minus 15. Now in this polynomial, first term is here t square, second term is missing. So that second term you can take with the coefficient 0. Means you can take the 0 t. And constant term is minus 15. Means in this polynomial value of A is 1, value of B is 0 and C is minus 15. So again same here, you have to factorize this polynomial, find the factors, then from factors you find out zeros. After getting zeros, you have to verify the relation as your first and fourth question. Okay, and the remaining are homework. Now see the second question of 2.2. Find a quadratic polynomial each with the given numbers as the sum and product of its zeros. So in the first they have given number 1 upon 4 and minus 1. So in this question you have to form a quadratic polynomial. And the given numbers are what? First number is the sum of zeros and second number is the product of zeros. So 1 upon 4 is the sum of 0, minus 1 is product of 0. So see the first solution. 1 upon 4 is sum of zeros, means alpha plus beta equal to 1 upon 4. Minus 1 is the product of 0, means alpha into beta equal to minus 1. Now we seen whenever we have to form a polynomial, when zeros are given, we have a formula p of x equal to x square minus in bracket alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. So how we get your polynomial? By using that formula. So required polynomial is given by x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Replace here value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So we get x square minus 1 upon 4x plus in bracket minus 1. So a required polynomial is x square minus 1 upon 4x minus 1. Okay, so what polynomial we get here? X square minus 1 upon 4x minus 1. If you want to avoid fraction 1 upon 4, so you can multiply all these three terms by the LCM of denominator. So what is the LCM of denominator here? LCM of denominator is 4. So multiply all the terms by 4. So we get the polynomial 4x square minus x minus 4. Is it? So in this way we can form a polynomial. See one more example, one more question. In the second you have root 2 is the sum of zeros and 1 upon 3 is the product of zeros. That means alpha plus beta is root 2 and alpha into beta is equal to 1 upon 3. So again here our formula is x square minus in bracket alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. So replace here values. So we get x square minus root 2x plus 1 upon 3. So our required polynomial is what? X square minus root 2x plus 1 upon 3. Here again, if you want to avoid fraction 1 upon 3, so multiply all these 3 terms by the LCM of denominator. And what is the LCM? Here 3. So multiply all these 3 terms by 3. So we get a polynomial 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. Okay, in this way we have to form a polynomial. See the third one also I have taken here, alpha plus beta equal to 0 and alpha into beta root 5. Similarly, you have to take the polynomial x square minus in bracket alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Replace here values. So we get x square plus root 5. So your required polynomial is what? X square plus root 5. So in this way remaining you have to solve. So your homework is written here. So note down all these basics and exercise in your notebook and complete your homework. Thank you.